Today we're going to be looking at the Amend 2 30 round AR-15 magazine. It's made in America. It looks like they're from Idaho Falls, Idaho, and it's made for the AR-15, M4, M16, all compatibles. They seem to be very, very proud of the United States and its Second Amendment, and they want you to buy their magazines because they think that that's a good way of supporting it, and I agree with them. So, what does this tell us about this magazine here? It's designed and manufactured in the USA, 100% American parts and craftsmanship. It's ruggedly designed with ultra-sturdy, reinforced, impact-resistant polymer and textured grip. 4-way anti-tilt, self-lubricating super follower. Okay. Lifelong, non-corrosive, heavy-duty, no-memory spring. That's good. Heavy-duty, impact-resistant, flared floor plate with pen dot matrix designed for easy identification. That's a mouthful. Toolless disassembly for quick ammo dumps and cleaning. Limited lifetime warranty. Okay. And they're out of Idaho Falls, Idaho, as I said. And I picked this one up at Sportsman's Guide. I think it was about $9. So, and this is the flat dark earth color. So let's open it and let's see what it's all about. Okay. And of course I've got my PMag Gen 2 just for comparison purposes here. So, okay, it seems very sturdy, seems very well made. It's got an orange follower, and it's got the number 2 in there for Second Amendment. I'm taking that's what that means. Amend 2, Second Amendment. And let's see, it's just got a stamped time date on there. Okay. And there's a militiaman from the Minuteman from the time of the Revolution. And this is for 5.56 and by 45. And, well, let's take it apart and see what we can find out about it. This is supposed to be toolless disassembly. I'm not so sure. Maybe I'll just take a little screwdriver and we'll figure it out. There we go. Yeah, you're gonna have to use something to get that spring plate down. There we go. Okay, so far so good. That actually was very easy to disassemble. More than most magazines, actually. So that was very, very easy. That's a good sign. Okay. So, we've got this orange here. And it's semi-permanently attached. It's on there. And that's the spring. And that's that ionized color. So that's good. Let's look at the body. There's a little give in it. A little give in it as I squeeze it, but it seems like it's very strong. And it is made in the USA. I want to make sure you understand that. And that's Amend 2. Okay. So, there's a little give in there. That's very similar to a PMag Gen 2. So we're going to take it apart and compare it for purposes here. Alright. Okay. It's amazing how easy AR-15 magazines come apart. Okay. So the spring on the Magpul's a little bit shorter. So that's interesting. Very, very similar follower design, as you can see. I mean, they could probably work in either one. So, I mean, that's really, really close on their follower design. So that's interesting. Okay. And the floor plate design is also very close too. There's that. And there's that. So we know where they got their inspiration from, or they shared a common idea originally. And of course there's a little give in this. This is actually a little bit stiffer, I think, than this one. This one's got a little more give in it. A little bit, yeah. A little more flex in it. Now that's not necessarily bad, but it's just a little different. So, okay, let's put it together and see what we can find out about its weight and how it actually loads. So far so good. I'm going to reassemble it here. Okay. This is the flat dark earth color. Okay. Nothing to putting an AR-15 magazine back together, huh? Nothing to it. Okay. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to take our scale out. Turn on. Okay, and this is in grams, and this weighs 133.9 grams. 133.9 grams, or 4.723 ounces. Okay. Go back to grams here. And the Magpul Gen 2 weighs 140 grams and a half, 140.5, and 4.955 ounces. So this is a little lighter than the Magpul. Very interesting. There we go. Okay, let's turn that off. And let's see if we can put 30 rounds in this baby. Let's see if we can find out here. And we just got our Perfecta here. 223 Perfecta from Walmart. It's actually really good ammunition for what it is. Cheap ammunition. I've learned one thing: buy good ammunition at a fair price and fair ammunition at a good price. Come on, box. Get a little stuck here. There we go. Alright, there we go. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Seems to load okay. With some magazines, sometimes there's like some sharp edges on these ridges that you can kind of feel. This one doesn't have it. So 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We put 31 in. Let's see. No, 30. 30, that's it. Okay. So we've got our 30 rounds in. And seems a little rattle in there. But that's, I guess, okay. So that's 30 rounds. And let's see if we can do a dump and see what that's all about. So they pride themselves on that. Oh, that's really tough. I can't do it. I don't want to break it. So we'll leave it at that. So that's 30 rounds there. Again, this is the flat dark earth color. I would say, yeah, this looks like a pretty good magazine. I'm going to take the rifle out in about a minute. We're going to shove it in there and we're going to see how that looks. Okay, we're back with our rifle, and we're going to see how this thing sits in our... it's a little stiff. Wasn't as easy going in as many other magazines are. And it won't fall free. Alright, okay. So, let's see if it holds the bolt back, which it does. That seems to be okay, but it's not falling free. So, again, this is a Ruger AR-556. Rugers do tend to have what I've noticed as what I call magazine sensitivity. I don't know how else to put it. Some magazines just don't really cooperate with our rifle. Now, this is the Magpul Gen 2, and it drops free like it's supposed to. So on that alone, for my purposes, I'm kind of disappointed. I must confess, I hadn't put it in the rifle before. You know, I thought it was a nice magazine. It seems like it's a nice magazine. It seems like it's going to work. But again, in my rifle, you know, that's in my world. Guess what? It doesn't fall through. It doesn't fall free. So, something to think about. In yours, it'll probably work great. But as far as I'm concerned, this is a no-go for me. And I'm disappointed because I really like them as a company, I guess, and I like where they're coming from. I like where their head's at and what they stand for. So, you know, try it in your rifle and see if it works. For me, I have to have a magazine that I'm 1,000%, you know, sure is going to work for me. So, if it's having a problem, I even noticed loading it up, it wasn't as, you know, didn't want to seat as easily as that one did. So, I just, I kind of feel that I can feel the resistance inside the well. So, yeah, it's not gonna fall free. So, this is like the third magazine I've demonstrated that didn't fall free for me. One was a Korean mag. One was that was it SWT mag, and now this one. So that's not good for me. So, but other than that, it looks like a great magazine. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.